my channel. Topsyturvyregi here. If you guys are new to my channel, hello, I am topsyturvyregi. I post beauty and lifestyle videos, and for today's video, I am going to tell you guys 15 ways on how to improve your studying habits. Since I know that there's a lot of distraction nowadays when it comes to studying with teens, stuff like that. I myself, I'm a teenager. I am 14 years old, and yes, I admit that there's really a lot of distractions when I'm studying. So I am here today to lessen those distractions and improve your studying habits. Okay, so first is to know what type of learner you are. You're either audio, visual, or more of a hands-on learner. So if you're visual, you're more of you need drawings or something that you need to see, or audio is more of listening skills. But the thing with audio is that you know how to listen, but you're not good with visualizing stuff, like if this piece goes together with this piece, something like that. But I am an audio person, audio learner person, I don't know, but I learn better with hearing stuff rather than visual stuff. So when it really comes to geometry, I really suck at that. It's my worst, and that's the topic that I hate the most. I actually failed most of my quizzes because of geometry, because of, you know, those shapes, degrees, all those stuff. So know what type of learner you are. Second is to always listen to the teacher during class. So you also need to take down notes while your teacher is probably lecturing you with a PowerPoint, and also listen to her, because sometimes the things that she says has more information than what's on the PowerPoint, so you gotta multitask. It's hard to multitask, but I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. 3 is to always have a planner or set a goal for today. For example, today I will study math for 1 hour, even though I do not have any homework or any quiz the next day. So always have a planner, so that if you have any quizzes the next day, homeworks or tests the next week, you can just put it on your planner. So I have this Starbucks planner. This is very useful for me. So you can see I write lots of things there, stuff like that, like do this, do that, or like this, you have to study for this quiz, you have to memorize something, or just, you know, you can also put stickers like this, like things to do or quiz today, something like that, so that you always have this daily reminder that I need to do this, and you will have that mindset to do that thing, what you need to do, whatever you need to do. Okay, number 4 is to rewrite all of your notes. I know that this might not work for everyone. You may retype all of your notes, but for me, I write all of my notes again and again and again. If it's like really a major quiz, or just for a quiz or a long test. So I usually use these kinds of index cards. I use 5x8 because my handwriting's a little bit big. So these index cards are really helpful for me. Like, I do not know any other way on how to study and all of those stuff without these precious index cards. Okay, number 5 is to ask for help from your teacher after class if you do not get the lesson. Because asking for help doesn't mean that you're weak, that you're stupid, or you're not attentive in class, or just something that you didn't listen or participate well in class. No, you shouldn't be shy in asking, because you're just clarifying, and that makes a first impression from your teacher that, oh my gosh, this student actually really wants to learn this topic and is not shy, very confident. So that will give your teacher a good impression of what you that you really want to learn. So after class, so that you won't delay the topic of the class, ask after class, like, Miss or Mister, like that, I need help in this because blah 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 blah, something like that. 6 is to have a sleeping pattern that's healthy. I have classmates who sleep at 3 a.m. and then they have to wake up at 5:30. I was like, how do you do that? And personally, I do not sleep that late. I try my best to always sleep at 9, which I always achieve, or the latest I've slept is 10:30 because di ko talaga kaya matulog ng 3 a.m. tapos 2 hours lang ang tulog. Hindi ko talaga yun kaya because with sleep, your brain gets to rest, your whole body gets to rest after the long day, and then the next day you get to prepare for class, you're ready for class, stuff like that. Okay, 7 is to lessen talking in class. Stop chit-chatting to your seatmate so that you could always focus, and instead of what did Miss say, what did the teacher say, I didn't get to hear, so that you won't also be bothering your other classmates on what you've missed. 8 is ask your classmates for some help with your homework, not like you want to know the answer, but you want to know how to do the process. So on the other hand of the classmate, do not give the answer right away, or else you would be feeding your classmates with the answer, and then eventually in the quiz they do not know how to, answer it and stuff like that because you're actually spoon feeding them. So yeah. Okay. The 9th one is to know how to prioritize your time. Okay, so let's say I arrive at my house at 4:30 and then maybe I'll rest for 30 minutes and then I'll study. Prioritize your time, meaning like if you want to watch a Netflix series, what will you choose? Study first or Netflix series? If I were you, I would study first and then watch a Netflix series, so that because when you do something to relax, the tendency that you want to relax more and more and more and more because you like that pleasure. But with studying first and then relaxing after, it's like something that I don't have anything to do after this Netflix series, so I don't have to worry about anything like not doing my homework, something like that. Okay. Sorry, I have colds. Number 10 is another tip is to try to, when you have to memorize, especially in history with all the dates and all the specific people who are famous, you can just, like say it to yourself. What I do, this might not work for everyone. Sad to say that. But you teach yourself, because I talk to myself. So I'm a teacher and a student at the same time. I'm teaching myself, and for the student, I'm trying to learn what my teacher is trying to say to me. So it's a two-way thing. Okay, number 11 is when you're studying, this is very important, my pencil fell, but keep your gadgets away from you while you're studying, since this is very important, because I'll just get the pencil. Because while you're studying, you're gonna get distracted. Pretend this is my phone, and then it's beside me there. A notification, ting, check, 1 minute. Another notification, ting, 1 minute. So you don't realize that per minute it accumulates to 1 hour. Instead of putting that 1 hour into studying, it went to your phone. So what I do when I study, I always say, okay, I will put my phone in the room because I study in the living room, and then charge my phone so that I don't get distracted. Because I actually have the fear of missing out. I think most teens nowadays, they have the fear of missing out. They always want to get updated. They always know what the new song's gonna come out, or sometimes when the new song's gonna come out, or sometimes when a movie's gonna come out, or if your classmate texted you, or if the celebrity posted, stuff like that. So we always have that fear of missing out. So we tend to check our phones, which accumulates to actually hours, and we do not realize it, as I said a while ago. 12 is to practice note taking, since note taking in high school is very, 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 very crucial and important. I learned how to do note taking when I was in grade 5. So note taking is practically taking down notes. Okay, sorry for that. So note taking is practically taking down notes of the PowerPoint that your teacher is lecturing you with, but not word per word, since that will take up so much time and ink of your pen will be wasted and your hand might get tired. But besides that is that note taking also makes your mind think of what to only take note of, what the important thing is. Like you don't probably like the apple is green. What I usually put, I don't put the apple is green. What I put is apple arrow green, and that makes it a lot faster instead of copying word per word. 13 is again with notes. Make your notes how do I say this, clean and clear, so that when you're studying it you don't get a hard time like, how did this end up here, how did this happen, or something like that. So always have a good penmanship. Well, not always, but just make your notes organized, like step by step. Maybe 1, this type of cell is this, and then number 2, maybe number it, or bullet form. So just find what works out best for you. Okay, so we're down to the second to the last. Even if you don't have homework, you always have to study what you studied in class, since having no homework does not mean that I won't do anything today. So you won't get to actually remember what you did in class today, so that for the next day in class you still remember how to do it, like in math. Okay, so no homework for today, but I think I'll probably forget about how to do algebra or something like that. So maybe I'll try to do five problems at least, so that your brain also gets the exercise. 15 is the really, really most important of all, is to always pray to God, or to your guardian angel, or to the Holy Spirit, to always guide you while you're studying, since studying is also a prayer, offered as a prayer. So do what you love what you do, so that you won't have a hard time in studying, because studying is actually really fun. Because when you're in work, there's no such thing as summer, there's no such thing as class suspension when it's raining. So you really gotta love that student life, since in work you will have less breaks and you can't always go absent, because your leaves are sometimes not paid and there's only a specific amount of leaves. But yes, always pray to God to guide you, since it's this start a new topic for like, God, please help me to remember this and to fully process it and to fully understand it, so that I could get high grades and the tuition fee of my parents won't get wasted, etc, etc, etc. So you say a short prayer before you study, and then you study, and then the Holy Spirit's light will just guide you. And that is it for today's video. I hope you guys will apply this while you're studying. I hope it works for you, but find out what's perfect for you. So try different ways on how to study, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.